Liberty Flames baseball season just about set to get underway, and preseason conditioning happening right now as we catch up here with one of the Flames captains, Andrew Yacyk, kind enough to take a few moments here for us. Andrew, how excited are you to head down to Tampa and get things rolling?
Can't wait. Can't wait to get out of this cold weather, get the ball rolling down there. We're going to play a good team down there. We got a good team this year, so I'm excited to get it going.
You're used to the cold weather, though. You grew up in Maryland. This has got to feel like old times a little bit.
Yeah, I'm used to having snow on the field for the first couple weeks of baseball season and practicing in the gym, so there's no different there, that's for sure.
As you head into this year, transitioning into looks like more of a full-time role at first base now and not the DH spot. As you get set to have to go out there in the field in between innings, what have you done to prepare yourself for that?
Right. Just worked real hard at first base, getting extra ground balls. I know my role, like you said, last year was primarily DH. So I'd go back in the cage and get hot, between ABs. But this year, really just been going out there getting more ABs or getting more ground balls, and just trying to get more prepared for those live game balls.
Is it a little bit better to be able to play the field than, say if you have a bad at bat, then you got to go sit back in the dugout and think about it until the next time? Is it better to maybe get out in the field and be doing something else?
Sure. Yeah, that definitely does factor into it. I think that first year, even my freshman year, I DH a little bit. It does take a little while to get used to, maybe going 0 for your first 2 and then having to sit there for 30 minutes and, work through that mentally. But that's when, you go back into the cage, you get hot, you go loosen up down the left field line. But it definitely does play a little bit of a mental factor.
As you look to this year, I know that you want to see a little bit of a jump in those power numbers this time around. What have you done in the offseason to try to get that back?
Really just kept doing what I've been doing, kept lifting, running, think I'm in better shape. Had a little bit of a setback with a minor surgery this past fall, but really just been doing the same thing, trying to work on the mental game a lot. I think that's a big factor, and I think that's something that's going to aid in my season this spring.
Is it something where you just try not to think about hitting the ball out of the ballpark as much? Because, you're a big, strong guy. Those numbers are going to kind of come.
Right. Yeah, sure. When last year when you start thinking about it, you start muscling swings, your results don't really happen as you want them to. So you just kind of go up there with the attitude of, like my dad always said, I'm going to swing hard in case I hit it. Sometimes that ball goes out over the fence. Sometimes it's a hard ground ball. Sometimes it's a hard ball in the gap. So just take that mindset to the plate.
I've watched you a little bit here in the preseason. You feeling confident going into this year? I've seen you hit a couple balls out of here.
Yeah, I feel pretty good. Was working with Coach Hunt a little bit, getting my swing where it needs to be. So I'm not too worried about the results right now as long as I go up to the plate and feel good, get good hard swings. I know the results will come.
Any adjustments you guys have made in that swing?
Yeah, just a little bit of a load timing thing. Not real big, minor adjustment for a baseball player could seem like a whole world difference, but just a minor timing mechanism. But it feels good right now, so I've been working with that.
I'm talking to some of the guys around the team, and they talk about the camaraderie and the just the atmosphere, the environment has been a little different heading into this year. How would you describe the atmosphere around the team? It's
been great. Our new strength coach, Shelton Stevens, has really brought that on with our culture meetings that we do as a team. It's just really about getting the guys on board. Everybody's sold out for the program, picking guys up when guys are struggling and when guys are doing well, picking them up again. So in my 3 years, I feel like there's something different about this team. There's something different about all the guys we have in the locker room, outside of the field. Just feels more like a real brotherhood than, just 35 individual guys coming to the field each day.
All right, Andrew, appreciate the time. Wish you the best of luck coming up.
Thank you. Appreciate that.